Okay, now we move to the last part of this lesson, which is about solving problems, solving questions and the problems. So the first question, so now solving part 3, solving questions and problems. The first question, explain how to use the CPI to measure the percentage change in prices over time. The second part of the question, define inflation and tell how to market. The third question, explain how to use the CPI to calculate the real income. The fourth one, explain how to use the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, to convert a past income or salary into a current income or salary. So we have 4 kinds of questions that deal with the CPI. Okay, as you can see, let's now focus about the first question. Okay, let's solve the first question. Now, saying how to use the CPI to measure the percent change in prices. So, CPI answer percent change in price over time is equal CPI new minus CPI all over CPI all times 100. So this is the the percent change in the prices over time. So the CPI, of course, is used to measure the percent changes in the price. Okay? Now, the second question is saying define inflation and tell how you market. Remember, inflation is an increase in the price level. It is marked when there is a positive percent change in prices, in the price level. So, as you can see, inflation is an increase in the price level. So whenever the positive percent change in prices is positive, then we have inflation. Now, the third question of course, is explain how to use the CPI to calculate real income. So, third, real income is equal nominal income over CPI times 100. So this is how the CPI is used to calculate the real income. Now, the last one, explain how to use the CPI to convert a past income into a current income. So we use this formula, current dollar income is equal past income times CPI current over CPI past. Okay, now the second question I'm going to talk about is, this is the first type of questions. It talks about, of course, some answers that deal with CPI. As you can see, CPI is used as economic indicator to find the real income, is also used to adjust certain, of course, certain economic variables, and also the CPI is used to convert past salary into current salary. So the CPI has many uses, and they are very important to calculate the real income, to adjust certain income variables, and also to convert past salary into current salary. Now we move to the second question, which is what does it mean to say that a country is experiencing full employment? So the question, what does it mean to say that a country is experiencing, of course, a full employment? Now remember that a country is experiencing full employment when it is operating at the natural rate of unemployment. So a country is experiencing full employment when it is operating at the national rate of unemployment. Remember that full employment does not mean zero unemployment. So full employment does not mean zero unemployment. Why? It does not mean zero unemployment because a dynamic, healthy economy always has structural and frictional unemployment. Therefore, there will always be some rate of unemployment, some people who are unemployed. Therefore, full employment does not mean at all zero unemployment. Now let's move to the third question. What is the difference between the employment rate and the labor force participation rate? So now we want to see the difference between these two important rates, the employment rate and the labor force participation rate. Notice that both, of course, the denominator of both rates or both ratios is the working age population. However, the only difference between these two rates is that about the numerator. The numerator of the employment rate is the employed individuals. However, the numerator of the labor force participation rate is the labor force, which consists of employed and unemployed. So we can say here employed, both rates have different numerators with the same denominators. Okay? They have different numerators. The employment rate, the numerator of the employment rate is the employed individuals. However, the numerator of the labor force participation rate is the labor force, which consists of the employed and the unemployed. Okay, let's move to the fourth question. How is a discouraged worker different from an unemployed worker? Well, you know, as we defined in the lecture, a discouraged workers and a discouraged worker is a worker who is not included in the unemployment rate, while the unemployed worker is included in the unemployment rate. A discouraged worker is somebody who gave up looking for work because he believes that no one will give him a job. That's why he is eliminated from the labor force. While the unemployed worker is somebody who doesn't have a job and he is actively looking for work and he is waiting to be called back to job. Okay, so we can say here a discouraged worker is someone who gave up looking for work because he believes that no one will give him or her a job, while an unemployed is somebody who doesn't have a job and is actively looking for work and waiting to be called back to his job. Okay? The discouraged worker is eliminated from the labor force, is not included in the unemployment rate, while the unemployed worker is included in the labor force and therefore is included in the unemployment rate. Let's move. Say that the market basket contains 10x, 20y, and 30z. So we have three goods, x, y, and z. And 10, 20, and 30 are the weights. The current year prices are the country, but for goods X, Y, and Z are 1, 3, and 5. The base year prices are 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Find the CPI in the current year. Okay, now let's put the basket. The market basket, as you can see, consists of X, Y, and Z, and the weights are 10X, 20Y, and 30Z. So let's arrange this. Okay. So as we can see, we have here market basket. We have 10X, 20Y, and 30Z. Okay, now current year prices. Current year prices, we said it's 1, 3, and 5. So the price of one item of X is $1. The price of one item of Y is $3, and the price of one item of Z is $5. Okay, so now we're gonna find here the current year expenditure is going to equal multiply of 1 times 10, 3 times 20, and get 5 times 30. So you get 10 here, you get 60 over here, and you get 150 over here. So we add those, 220. Okay? Now, base year prices are given here to be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now here we need to calculate the combined cost of the market basket, okay, using the base year prices. So now the base year expenditure is going to be equal 1 times 10. You get 2 times 20. You get 10 over here, you get 40 over here, and then you get 3 times 30, which is equal 90. So now we get here 140. Okay? So now the total current expenditure is 220, and the base year expenditure is 140. So now we use now we need to calculate, of course, the CPI in the current year. Current year or the given year, okay? It's going to be equal, of course, total dollar expenditure of the basket in the current year, which is 220, over total, of course, dollar expenditure of the basket in the base year, which is 140 times 100. And that, of course, we come up here with 157. So this is the CPI in the given year or in the current year is 157.